Okay, everybody, we are back. Um, yeah, it's Sunday morning. In November of 2018. Gosh, well, first of all, I'm kind of hungry, and I kind of blanking out again. Yeah, I'm blanking out a little bit. Um, I had a long sleep, I guess. It's like Sunday night, Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, and uh so last night, just before I fell asleep, I was watching some of the past episode of this video record series, and I'm the only guy who ever watched those things, these video recordings, and yeah, there was this equation of mainstream, and it was about like sigma of power of some groups. Uh, so I think it's kind of worthwhile to revisit, maybe, because I don't know what else to discuss. Okay, so it's totally blank. I mean Saturday, right? So my it's good. I mean, brain needs some break, right? Yeah. So being blanking out, I guess brain is kind of emptying itself. It's good. It gives some nice break to the brain. That's good. Uh, it's things happen for a good reason, and you know, it's all cool. So let's talk about that. Okay, the power of a group, power of an ideology. And sorry if it bothers you that we talk a lot about gayism, but to me, it's very interesting issue because gayism is, well, humanology's position is that gayism is one of those evil, harmful ideologies. Okay, what is evil? What is good? Well, if it's harmful, then it's bad, evil. What is good? If it's beneficial. All right, so it's kind of recursive structure. Okay, I guess we can say, do some metaphysics of what is good versus evil, metaphysics of that, because okay, I guess we found a nice topic to talk about, good versus evil, right? There's good and there's evil, right? So yesterday we talked about this tree structure of recursive structure. Yeah, it's just you can call it tree structure. Okay, like you have in your computer, you have a folder, right? Let's say you have desktop. Desktop is a folder, okay, actually. And then you have folder one under your desktop, folder two, folder three, and under each of folder one, two, and three, you have folder one dash one, one dash two, two dash one, two dash two. Okay, folder three. Okay, so yeah, recursive. Why is it? Why do we call it recursive? Because this branching pattern, branching to three, is repeating again. So recursive means it's repeating itself within itself. Okay, so uh, yeah, in you see this a lot in some of the this Indian prodigy Ramanujan. He has this beautiful symphonic equation where 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus blah 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 blah, and this equals to some number. All right, it's very recursion. Yeah, it's not just Ramanujan, Indian mathematical prodigy. There are some other European mathematicians. I think who did something like this. Okay, like square root of 1 plus square root of 1 plus square root of 1 plus blah blah is equal to some number. It turns out it converges into some number, something like that, right? Okay, then let's find out what this is. Okay, because I cannot remember how to solve this equation. Okay, let's put this as an x, right? What is x? 1 over 1 plus 1 over, so this is equal to, then this meaning x is equal to 1 over 1 plus x, because there the whole thing is 1 plus, is repeating itself. Okay, this one is also x, right? Well, there's some minor difference. Whatever. But let's do this, okay? Then, and this becomes what? X squared plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. And if you use the standard quadratic equation solution, what is it? X is equal to, I think it's something like this. What is quadratic solution? This second order equation. I think it's like 2a goes down at something like minus b plus minus root b squared over minus 4ac, something like that. Because there's this formula when b is an even number, then it becomes 2b, 4b. Okay, let's give it some example. X squared plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Can you read all this? Is it too small? We are just doing some exercise. What is x? X should be minus 1, okay? So let's plug into this equation, okay? So 2a minus b minus 2 plus minus root 4 minus 4ac 4 equal minus 1. So yeah, it works, okay? This is correct equation. So if we want to solve this equation, we plug it in. X is equal to 2a goes down at minus b plus minus root b squared 1 minus 4ac. So alright, is equal to 2 over minus 1 plus minus root 5. But we will abandon this minus, because obviously this is positive number. Alright, so and this becomes 2.236. okay, that's approximate number of the square root of 5. Okay, I remember. I still memorize. I memorized this when I was in high school. Okay, 2.236, something like that. Okay, so and now the upper part becomes minus, plus 1 point. Okay, so it becomes sometimes 0.6. Okay, so it's slightly more than 1/2. Okay, why is this number slightly so it's more than 1 over 2. Okay, so why is this number? Because let's think about this, is equal to 1 plus 1 over, okay. So we are saying, this, again, we are going all over, right? But it's okay, it's Sunday, all right? All we are doing is, our purpose is to have some fun. Okay, so the recursive structure of good versus evil, yeah, we'll get back to it later, okay? So it's kind of intriguing. I want to see what kind of number this is, okay? And this number is bigger than, okay, so gosh, we need to make more room, okay? We'll tackle this later, okay? What is this number? Looks like it turns out it's not as difficult as it first seemed. So we are saying this guy is something like 0.6, which is bigger than 1 plus 1. I'm sorry, I write down the the denominator first. That's how Koreans write. I learned I was in Korea until high school, so yeah, it's kind of like my Korean accent. Okay, so habit. All right, so this whole number, this infinite kind of recursive number is bigger. It's like something like 0.6. Okay, it's bigger than 0.5. Why? Which meaning it's inequality, right? And if they are both positive number, and if we flip the numerator and denominator, then the sign, the direction of this inequality flips too. Let me give you an example. 1 over 2 is clearly bigger than 1 over 4. And if you flip it, 2 is smaller than 4, right? So the meaning, we flip it, okay? So then this denominator guy, 1 plus blah 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 blah, is less than 1 plus 1, right? Meaning this guy washes out, cancels out, right? This blah 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 thing is less than 1. Does that make sense? Yeah, and why? Because look at this guy. 1 over 1 plus some number, right? It's clearly bigger than, yeah, this whole thing is blah blah blah. Because we have 1 plus 1 over 1 plus blah blah blah, this whole thing, right? And it's clearly a positive number. Let's say hypothetically this is like 0.1 even, right? Then we have 1 over 1 plus 0.1, 1 over 1.1. That number, it should be less than 1. Why? Because you have denominator which is more than 1. Denominator is bigger than the numerator, then it must be less than 1, right? So yeah, it makes sense, okay? Now, it's an interesting mathematical exercise, okay? Because it's interesting. That's the only reason why we are doing this, because we talked about recursion, right? Maybe later on we can find some nice humanological application of this interesting recursive numbers, and yeah, maybe you can find some application, okay? But then later. It's so interesting. I just want to do this. I'm sorry if I'm boring you. 1 plus, you have square root of 1 plus square root of, so yeah, it's been repeating itself. What would be that number? Okay, we have x is equal to 1 plus square root of 1 plus square root of 1 plus blah blah blah, okay? So this whole thing is again x, okay? Now we have x squared. You just do that power operation on both parts by 2, okay? Square it, x squared, and then you pass it over. Minus x minus 1 equals to 0, okay? So what is x? X is equal to, you have 2 here, 2 minus b plus minus square root of b squared 1 minus 4ac 4 is equal to, again we have to take only positive here, because square root 5 is like 2.236, okay? So if you, and this has to be positive number, okay? So we get rid of that negative, okay? So we just omit the negative part. We take just one of them, okay? So it's this. All right. So which is about 3.236 over 2 is equal to something like 1.6. All right. So yeah, it's more than 1, of course, right? Previously, so yeah, equation is very similar, like 1 plus 1 over blah 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 blah. No, 1 plus 1 over 1 plus over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over. But, you know, the previous one, let's call it y, okay? It was, no, actually, so I'm trying to make some connection between these two numbers, okay? So this guy's something like 1.6, okay? Now we found the connection, actually. Because I guess previously we didn't have this 1 plus, okay? And this whole thing was something like 0.6, right? But if you start with 1 plus, I guess I have feeling that we're gonna come up with the same number, actually, which is very interesting. Maybe mathematicians already know this. Maybe it's a rediscovery, okay? Then we have what? X is equal to, we will call this guy x, all right? 1 plus 1 over x. Okay? Then it becomes x squared minus x minus 1. Wow. Yeah, so it's surprising discovery here. Probably some mathematicians discovered this before us. We just did. So, very surprisingly, 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over, this is equal to square root of 1 plus square root of 1 plus square root of 1 plus blah 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 blah. They're equal, okay? How surprising, huh? See, mathematics is something very beautiful, okay? Oh. Yeah, mathematics is very beautiful. It's very surprising. We are mathematicians, okay? We're amateur. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's not some elliptic curve or some exotic stuff like, yeah, like, there's some difficult mathematics that I don't want to learn because it's too difficult. Maybe if I have time, okay. But it was too hard. There's some hardcore stuff mathematics, but this is fairly easy. It's like high school mathematics, right? But we still discover something, probably rediscovered. I don't know, but it is surprising. They look so different. But they end up saying, because they end up to become the same equation, right? Here we have what? This side we have x is equal to 1 plus 1 over x. Okay, this equation, it ends up becoming x squared minus x minus 1, just like it here. Right? Because here you are squaring both sides, here you are multiplying by x on both sides. Right? Let's think about this. Yeah, they look so different, but okay, let's now start with this equation, okay? And then derive these two formulas. All right, now we have here, we have x squared is equal to x plus 1, right? One way to manipulate this equation is you divide everything by x, right? Then you have x, then you get this second equation. X is equal to 1 plus 1 over x. But that's not the only thing you can do here. You can square root both parts, and then x becomes square root of 1 plus x. Okay. Wow. Why are these two equal? I think it's because this guy is equal to 1 plus you know this power. Square root is nothing but power operation, okay? 1 plus 1 plus. So yeah, square root is, or cubic root, they are like nothing but generalization of this power operation, okay? Is 1.5, okay, 1.5. That's what square root is, all right? And I guess we can do this this generic formula in mathematics. We dealt with binary coefficient, right? Like something like a plus b is b to the nth. Okay, we have formula for that. Okay, and we talked about this before. We can expand this. Okay, it's a to the nth plus okay. Gosh, we're gonna have to erase something. We'll get to this recursive structure of good and evil. Okay, we'll deal with that later. We wrote it down. Okay, so we're not gonna forget it. Recursion and good and evil. Okay. Yeah. Because we want to understand why this two completely different looking thing is kind of same. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, okay? Because a plus b to the nth is equal to a nth. Oh well. We'll do is sigma, okay? A I dude, it's been a long time. And okay, you have this binomial coefficient like n I, right? That's how American schools teach, right? But in Asia, we have different notation. We call it combination, okay? N C I, okay? Because we have combination, permutation, and you have repeated permutation, repeated combination allowing repetition. In Asia we call it H, NHI, okay, and permutation is NPI. So and the permutation repeating allowing repetition is N pi I. So it is better notation, okay, than this Western notation of this binomial coefficient. Okay, so possibly Japanese came up with this notation. I don't know, okay, but it's superior notation, all right. So that's what we're gonna do here, okay. So NCI I is equal to from 0 to n, and a to the an minus I times b I. Okay, yeah, so that's the general formula. It goes like this: an plus n times uh, yeah, n times a n minus 1, then you have b plus n over 2 times a n minus 2 b squared, blah 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 blah. Okay, so it goes like that. So when what if n is not equal to some natural number like 2 or 3? What if n is 1/2? Can we do this? Well, that's a more difficult question, because now we need to generalize this function of binomial coefficient. All right, it's a function, okay. Function with two variables, okay. I think mathematician kind of came up with some nice generalized formula for that. Okay, I don't know what kind of, is it like integral equation or something? I don't know. Okay, binomial coefficient. Well, obviously it has two variables. Okay, so I think mathematician hashed this out. Okay, and there are stuff like Maclaurin series, Taylor series. All right, it's like infinite expansion. Okay, maybe that has something to do with it. I forgot. Okay, yeah, there are some, but the bottom line is there are some higher mathematics that I didn't quite study. Okay, because I've been studying mathematics for so long time, and in high school, in high school or middle school, and so I didn't want to study mathematics anymore. Yeah, there's this Taylor expansion. Um, it's something very beautiful. Okay. Okay, so Taylor series is about gosh, it's so beautiful. It's about like differentiation. Okay, it's differentiating stuff. So I guess, yeah, I used to know Taylor series. Okay, it's kind of trying to joke. I'm looking at the web. Okay, I'm sorry if you're watching at my bald spot. Sorry. Yeah, it's not pretty. So maybe I'll do like this. Okay. So yeah. So there's tail expansion. All right. So uh, I guess, yeah, we don't have to go find the generalized equation for this combination function, because yeah, I guess we can dig it, but we'd rather not. Okay, at least not today. All right, because we are getting way too deep into mathematics. Okay, let's snap out of it. All right. Um, yeah, if you do some Taylor expansion or apply some generalized formula, I guess you can kind of get to this, the left side equation. Why? Because if you do if you expand this, yeah, it will end up going 1 plus something because it goes to the 1 to the ends, right? That's the very first term. Yeah, 1 to the 0.5 is 1, right? So you have, now it's beginning to look like the left side, this right side equation. It's beginning to look like on the right side. Okay, so because this is also can be also expressed as 1 plus 1 over, okay, 1 over something is nothing but minus ones, okay? 1 over 2 is equal to 1 to 2 to negative first, okay? That's 1 over 2, all right? Square root, just like square root 2 is 2 square root 3. I don't want to confuse you. 3 to the 0.5s, okay? So yeah, all these different, this fraction can be expressed in this power form. Square root can be expressed in this power form, okay? So let's just do this and we're gonna finish. We're gonna stop talking about mathematics here, okay? So 1 plus something to the negative first, okay? And what is that something? This guy. 1 plus something to the negative first. 1 plus something to the negative first, okay? So, and then this is equal to this, okay? These two guys. All right? So it's not that intuitive why these two numbers that look so different are still equal. But we mathematically just proved it, okay? So it's just interesting. It's beautiful, okay? But is there some humanological application of this? I don't know. Maybe. And I'll leave that up to you. Or we'll leave it to some other day. Because we need to take a break. It's too much mathematics. Sunday morning, man. Sunday morning. But it's fun. It's fun exercise, right? It's a good hobby, right? Yeah, we'll take a break and we'll stop talking about mathematics and we'll talk about the recursion of good and evil, okay? The recursive structure of good and evil in the world, in the universe, okay? All right. And before that, we'll talk about recursive structure of biological organism, okay? And also some atoms, molecules, okay? We'll talk about recursive structure of that, all right? All right, we're back. So why are we doing this? Because we want to understand the universe. Humanology is not just about human beings; it's about universe, everything in the universe. It's kind of the theory of everything kind of thing. Okay. Um, the physicist has been talking about theory of everything in our point of view. Yeah, this is it. Humanology. Okay, that's theory of everything. All right. So it's what they've been looking for, waiting for. Yeah, it's here. The day is here. Okay. Yeah, unified theory of everything. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, that's what we are doing. All right. So whether you take it or not, well, look what happened when Jesus came. Right? Jews, they refused Jesus. Right? No, no, no. You are not our savior, because they had this traditionally in Israel. Yeah, they have this theory. There will one day save the savior, salvation, some savior. And Jesus said, I am he, I am the Savior. Hello? And Jews said, no, you're not Savior. No, it's not you. No, we're going to wait some more until the real Savior comes. But before that, no, we don't see you as our Savior. No, I'm sorry. And did Jesus save the world or save Israel? Well, I guess it depends on the point of view. Because this Holocaust, I mean, it happened after about 1900 years after Jesus came. So obviously, Jesus didn't quite save Jews, okay? Because in the Holocaust, so many Jews died, right? So, let's refocus to this topic. But yeah, theory of everything. If you're a physicist, you don't have to accept me as your Jesus, your savior. Okay, you don't have to. Okay. Humanology is my hobby, our hobby. It's a theory, so take it or leave it. It's not that serious. Okay, it's not that serious. All right. If you don't accept this theory, hey, I respect your freedom. Okay, I will never try to impose something that you don't want to you. Okay, all I do is I give you a recommendation. That's all. Okay, suggestion. Whether you take it or not, it's your freedom. It's your God-given free will. Yeah, exercise it. Okay, I respect that. Okay, because I don't like it when other people try to tell me what to do or how to think. Yeah, people give me suggestions and I think about it. And if it's a good suggestion, then I take it. If it's bad suggestion, I don't take it. Okay, so I want you to do the same. Okay, I could be wrong. I'm just human being. I'm not Jesus. I'm not savior. No, just a human being, your fellow human being, your brother. Okay, metaphysical brother. So, yeah. Okay, so recursive. Let's go back to recursive structure. Okay, and we don't we are not writing any equation anymore, so I'm gonna push this far away so that I don't get too dizzy. Alright, so alright. Recursive structure is everywhere, okay? So you have we talked about planet, right? You have galaxy, then your solar system, and okay, and then you have planet and moon, right? So okay, galaxy, solar system, then you have by the human analogy, we don't believe in black hole. Okay, we think it's just imaginary. We don't think it exists at all. Okay, black hole, I think it's just this dark matter, black hole, all that garbages. It's just physicists running out of ideas, so they turn to the dark side. Okay, they fantasize about these evil things. Okay, dark things, black holes, this dark matter dominating the universe, garbage. Okay, so yeah, well, I'm sorry, but I think they're in the wrong track. They're wasting taxpayers' money, studying all those garbage that doesn't matter. Probably they don't even exist. Okay, I don't think they exist. Okay, so All right, so even if they exist, they are not important. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, you have galaxy, many galaxies. Then inside one galaxy, you have many solar systems. The galaxy kind of look like this, galaxy kind of spiraling whatever direction. Okay, and there's solar system right here. The other solar system, revolving around the center, and center of galaxy is very bright. Okay, they say, oh, there's black hole at the center of galaxy. I don't think so. I think it's just bunch of stars. Okay, that's so bright. Okay, if there's black hole, well, why is it so glowing? Oh, it's because things get absorbed by black hole and they kind of burn and it gives off light. But I doubt it. Okay, I think it's just bunch of stars. So yeah, black holes, it just makes zero sense. All right. Yeah, so bunch of stars. Okay, solar system, whatever, right? And this our solar system, it kind of revolves around the center of this galaxy. Okay, and inside of this solar system, you have the sun and Earth. I mean planets, and each planet has several moons. Earth has just one, right? Now we are doing recursive uh, travel here. We're getting smaller and smaller, and we see the exact same structure. You have center body and some smaller body rotating around it. Okay, so I guess you kind of get, I kind of gave it away, right? The kind of direction we are going and the kind of objective. You see where I'm going, right? By now, let's go to the Earth. What's happening on the Earth or Moon? All right, we are getting smaller. Okay, let's go to the Moon. Okay, Moon is like this, right? And you have many elements, and let's just make some jump. Okay, you have atom. All right. Okay, molecule. Okay, you have some molecule, and then you go to next level is atom. Next level you have nucleus, and you have electron orbiting around it. Okay, it goes on and on. Okay, smaller particle. There's no such a thing as the smallest particle. Okay, again, that's physicists thinking physics, science is the tool for everything. It's not. Okay, you need to know some philosophy and religion. Okay, those are better tools to understand the universe. You cannot understand the universe with physics, science alone. Because science is a limited tool. It's a too blunt a tool to understand the universe or love, spirit, mentality, motivation, or what's the universe like. Yeah, those are philosophical and religious questions. Okay, it's not a question that science can ever answer. No matter how you ingeniously you invent this electronic microscope, electron microscope, or some brand new microscope, macroscope, telescope, you're not gonna ever understand the universe with science and engineering alone. That's impossible. Why? You have to approach in a philosophical way. Okay, so infinity of space and time. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's like people like Stephen Hawking or Einstein. Yeah, they are not philosophical. They are not religious. They are just mathematics, physics, geeks and nerds. Okay, they're good at what they do. That's good, but they try to use science in order to understand the universe. Well, not a good idea. Okay, yeah, like Stephen Hawking or whatever, whoever, like Big Bang. I don't think Stephen Hawking came up with any brand new theories at all. Okay, Stephen Hawking, I'm not a huge fan, okay, because he I don't think he made any contribution to physics at all. Okay, I don't think any of his theory is anything new at all. He, Big Bang theory, I don't think it is he came up with it, or I don't know. Okay, but okay, let's go to for the. I don't know who came up with Big Bang theory first. Well, let's see Big Bang theory. Okay, so universe is expanding, right? And let's rewind back this movie backward, like people walking backward, right? The universe will converge because now it's expanding. Yeah, you then there should be this single point, and what happened? Yeah, there was explosion. We call it they call it Big Bang, and ever since then, yeah, the universe started to expand. Okay, and yeah, it's a reasonable theory. It is okay. Then the question is, what happened before this Big Bang? What was there? Science cannot answer this question, okay? Because we can still rewind back and back and back. That's the infinity of time. All right? So this boundary of materials in the universe, yeah, universe is getting bigger, 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 okay? This mass, this materials with mass, like weight, okay? What's outside of there, this material boundary of the universe? Well, we can still imagine there is space, and there probably is, because if universe is mass, these particles of oxygen and gas and rocks is expanding, okay? It is expanding because there's some space outside. That's why it's going. Yeah, there is some empty space out there, okay? So, yeah, space is infinite. Time, infinite. Okay? Or if we think of infinitesimality, so there's atom, you split into, you find smaller article, materials, like particles, like in the atom you have electron and you have what? Neutron and proton, right? And you split a neutron into some smaller particles, I guess, quarks, whatever, however you name it. You can never say, "Oh, I found the smallest particle, indivisible." I don't think so. What happens if you split that thing into two? Okay. So there is no such thing as smallest particle, okay, or the true boundary of space. No, things can always get bigger and smaller. You can always split something into two or multiply something by two. Okay, there's something very philosophical. Okay. Now, in terms of infinitesimality, I think it's something like Zenoa's. I'm not sure the name. There's this paradox regarding the infinitesimality. Okay, we covered this after we finish this recursive structure. Okay, in biology, okay, there's also recursive structure in biology. It's kind of similar to this. Okay, we have human body or dog's, cat's body, right? And then there is this cell, biological cell. Okay. Inside of biological cell, you have the cell boundary, cell membrane. Inside of that, they have multiple organs, like you have mitochondria, you have nucleus, cell nucleus, right? And you have some other organs. What are some? You have mitochondria, nucleus, and inner cell. Okay, you have other organs like Golgi structure. Okay, this cell is like an organism's body. Why? Because on organism's body, let's say there's this dog. I'm sorry. I'm being, it start looking like something else. I didn't intend that, okay? A dog. One dog have many organs. It has heart, it has stomach, pancreas, blah blah blah. One dog has many organs. Inside of a dog's body, you have this one organ, say heart, right? This heart, dog's heart, has also many different subparts. It has this ventricular, whatever, this upper chamber, lower chamber, right? And so one organ is divided into several different parts, subparts, and subparts it consists of many different tissues. Okay, and each tissue is made with many cells. It's been a while, okay, since I learned biology in school. So if I'm skipping some step, you have to forgive me, okay? Now, then, inside of a cell, it has also many cellular organs. Do you see the recursive structure here? Just like a tree, okay? And especially inside of cell, you have this nucleus, okay? And then inside of nucleus, you have this. You have nuclear membrane, and you have this chromosomes, right? And you have some other stuff, okay? So this fluid filling it. Okay, so recursive structure, okay? Because now, yeah, Zenoa, okay, it's again, we are going back to mathematics, okay? Sorry, mathematics and physics, but it's easy, okay? I'm not sure if it was Zenoa or somebody else, some old philosophy, they call themselves sophists, sophisticated, sophists. They made this argument that an arrow can never reach its target. Why? Because there's this arrow, and there's this target, wooden panel target. Because let's say arrow is just about to get here, just about to hit the target, but we can always divide this space in two. Okay, so I guess the better argument would be, okay, so this arrow starts here, and it goes to one half of it. Boom, yeah, no problem. And it goes to a quarter of it, from here to here. Boom, yeah, and it goes to, so it's this 1/2 distance toward the target. And then you have 1/4, 1/4, 1/8, 1/16. So it will never reach the target because we can always split the two between the space. Okay. So what's wrong with this argument? We'll take a break. I want you to think about it. So the sophist, yeah, very smart argument, right? But it turned out to be wrong argument because you shoot an arrow, yeah, it does reach the target. So, but you can always divide by half, like infinitesimal, to the infinity, okay? Always divide by half, it never becomes zero. So how can this, what's wrong with this argument? Why is it wrong? And it has to do with physics, okay? So I want you to disprove this sophist philosopher. They were the competitor of Socrates, actually, school of Socrates. The other side was sophists, and sophists, yeah, they made this argument, and it turned out to be wrong, false. I want to prove that, okay? Why is this wrong? Yeah, disprove it, okay? We take a break. All right. Or you take a break too, okay? You can take a break. during the break, you can also think about this. Okay. Did I leave my glasses here? I want to. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. It's kind of getting hot. Oh boy. It's November in Alaska and it's raining. Sorry, I'm back. Okay, we're back. So, yeah, what's your answer to this? How can an arrow reach its target if we can divide the space between it like in an infinite way? What's your philosophical answer? What's your physics answer? Sophists, yeah, I guess they're pretty good at mathematics. They are Greeks. Yeah, they are very well known for knowing mathematics, and they are very well known for philosophy too. At the time of Socrates, so what 500 BC, 300 BC, something like that, right? Yeah, they're very well known for philosophy and mathematics. So, okay, um, what's your philosophy answer? So it's philosophical argument and it's mathematical argument too. Okay, because that's what they excel at. Greek. the Greeks, yeah, philosophy of and mathematics. Okay, they both could have both fantastic people. Okay, so yeah, what's your answer? Okay, how do you disprove this? If you ask me, it's this. We don't wanna, I don't want to keep asking you, but I'll give you some more time, okay? Because um, I've been I'm having this heartburn. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to something lighter, like beer and wine. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so okay, I'm delaying, yeah, because Sunday morning also I want to give you some time to think about this. Okay, I don't want to just give it away to you. Well, first of all, I'll just tell you what I think. All right, about this problem. All right, so I have given you plenty of time already. So let's get to it. All right, it's because time does not stop. What in this argument, Zenoa, I think I'm not sure if it was his name was Zenoa or some sophist. I'm not sure about his name. Okay, this arrow is slowing down. That's why it's in this line of reasoning, half and half and half and half. This arrow is slowing down and by half. So let's say it was 1 meter per second initially, then it becomes 0.5 meter per second, then it becomes 0.25 meter per second. It's slowing down. That's why it never reaches the target. But that's not correct. If you shoot an arrow, it doesn't slow down like that. Yeah, it will slow down, right? Because there's friction of the air, right? If you shoot an arrow into a water, yeah, it will slow down and it may never reach the target because eventually it will stop. Okay? But in this air setting, yeah, the arrow will slow down a little bit, but not like half by half and half, and so that it never reaches the target. No, arrow does not slow down like that. That's physics solution. Okay, physics version of this disproving this line of argument, paradox. What is philosophical argument? It's kind of physics argument too. The time does not slow down. Time, okay? Time has constant speed, all right? Yeah, well, according to Einstein, yeah, moving object, whatever, right? But those are even if he's true, we don't know whether his theory is correct or not, okay? But even if Einstein's theory is correct, well, it's still this time dilation, whatever, that's very minuscule. It's ignorable. Okay, Newtonian physics, that's good approximation and a darn good one. Okay, in most circumstances, Newtonian physics just enough. Okay, we don't need that much Einstein theory. Okay, in a normal setting. So yeah, so time dilation is such a small variation, even if it's true, so we can ignore it. Okay. Yeah, so time does not slow down, okay, in this scenario. So, but you are assuming that time is slowing down, but no, time has constant speed for all goods and practical purposes. Okay, but you are assuming time is kind of slowing down here. You're making a motion picture, you're slowing down the motion picture, and you're almost stopping. So you have this movie, right? Just like this, and you can using some comfortable software, you can make it slower motion. And as the arrow gets closer to this target, you are slowing down even more in time. Just before it hits, you completely stop the movie. Okay, just before this arrow hit the target. Okay, that's this guy, the sophist's argument. But well, yeah, you can slow down a movie. You can slow down this movie and then finally stop the movie just before it hits. It's interesting argument, okay, but it's false in practical world because time does not slow down like that. Time has constant speed. All right, for practical purposes. All right, and whether I believe in Einstein's theory or not, time dilation. Well, I guess he could be true. I don't know because I when I was in college in America, Midwest, yeah, I did study physics and because I had to, it was a required class, and I know some about his theory of relativity, but I don't understand 100% because it's fairly advanced. Okay, both special and general theory of relativity. I know some, okay, but not like 100% because I'm kind of lazy, okay? I don't study that much. Okay, and yeah, so that's that. Let's get to this recursive structure of good and evil, metaphysical universe, all right? Because why? We want to understand the universe, not just physical universe, but metaphysical universe as well. Especially we are interested in why did we try to understand God? Why did he create evil? Okay, so it's this. Okay, we're not gonna erase this tree, okay, because to remind us what recursive structure is. All right, it's kind of upside down tree, or you can see there's three roots, but in computer science, believe or not, you call this as a root. So it's the upside down tree. You call this a root node, root folder. Okay. So in computer science, we have this tree data structure. Okay. We have many different data structures like stack, queue. Stack is what? Last in, first out, LIFO. Queue is first in, first out, FIFO. Okay. We have what? Linked nodes. It was LL, I think. Linked. It's not linked label. Linked node. No, it was LL. What was the other L? I forgot. Okay, there was singly linked L and doubly linked L. I cannot remember what the other L stands for. Okay, so it's bothering me, so I'm gonna look it up real quick. Okay, I'm sorry. Data structure linked. Linked linked list. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just yell at you? I'm sorry. Because I was so happy. Linked list. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Thank God for wonderful cell phone web browsers. You can just look it up, linked list. Yeah, computer programs, they're doing fantastic job, okay? Good people, mostly, okay? Don't be a hacker, okay? So, okay, good and evil, okay? I want you to come up with some recursive structure of good and evil, metaphysical universe, okay? Metaphysical entity, concept, ideology, whatever. We are trying to understand God and the metaphysical world. Why did God had to create evil? What's the purpose? Why did he do it? Okay, and that's one question. And are there some this kind of so you have dualism, right? Good and evil. Can we come up with some recursive structure of this? Can we apply recursive structure to the world of good and evil? This concept, this dualism. Can you find some application? Okay. I want you to think about this, okay? And we'll take a break. And yeah, you can take a break too, but if you want to think about this during your break, please be my guest, okay? You don't have to, all right? All right, let's take a break. Now, good and evil, okay. Well, first of all, I guess we need to define what is good and what is evil. Uh, a lot of people think, oh, there's no such a thing as absolute good and absolute evil. Some people are like, we call them, they call themselves moral relativists. Moral relativists. So maybe they don't know physics very well, but Einstein's theory of relativity, yeah, it has some relativity concept in it, but as at the same time, it is very absolutistic theory, because what physicists discovered is that the speed of light is something absolute. Speed of light, like light, in religious context, is like Jesus, the truth. And in the book of Old Testament, they say God created the light. Let there be light, and it was beautiful. Okay. So, um, and Jesus said, you, my disciples, my students, you are the light of the world. Okay. And Jesus also said, you know, there's a man in a house and he does not hide his lamp on the blanket. No, rather he put the lamp on the ceiling and so that the light shines entire house. Light brightens the entire house. When I was young, I there was great comfort to me because I thought, maybe I still think, I'm such a smart guy, and but I'm being hidden. But maybe one day I will see the light of the day, and my talent would be known. Okay. So yeah, that Jesus' parable gave me hope. That's the power of religion. It gives us hope for the future. Okay, belief. It consoles us. It soothes us. I don't even know how to pronounce that correctly. It soothes us. Okay. It heals us. Okay. So yeah, religion is good. Okay. Churches, yeah, they make some mistakes. They're all people. Okay. We all make mistakes, but yeah, churches are good. Okay. Mostly. Sometimes they don't know what they're saying. There's some pastors say, "Oh, don't drink alcohol, don't smoke cigarettes." They don't know what they're talking about. Okay. And you have no problem with all this sugar and fat consumption, but you say alcohol and tobacco is worse than sugar and fat? I don't think so. They don't know what they're talking about. Okay. So whatever. But some pastors are good. Okay. Anyway, uh, yeah. So what's your application of this recursive structure? All right. It's, if you ask me, it's this. Okay. Good and evil, right? But then there's greater good that includes both good and evil. God. Okay. So why did God create evil? Well, there's this concept and terminology of necessary evil, right? So metaphysical world, we have all these invisible concepts like love, hatred, morality, ethics, immorality, corruption. They're invisible things, right? Like rudeness, politeness, they're invisible things. But these words like goodness, evilness, or rudeness, politeness, those are the container. Okay, so it's like you have concept, which is like water, and a word, vocabulary is the container. Okay, for those metaphysical, invisible concepts, those are languages. Okay, languages, concepts, container for all those invisible concepts. Okay, so those are the words, vocabularies. So Bible is just words, right? And it contains metaphysical universe. Okay, of course there's some words are physical, not nouns like apple, but like we said, like a couple of episodes back, yeah, apple is also a concept. Okay, we can see visible examples of apples, but apple itself is a concept. Okay, like dinosaur, there are no more dinosaurs anymore. We don't see dinosaurs. It's a concept. Okay, but concept survived The extinction of dinosaurs. Okay, yeah, we have fossilized dead dinosaurs, but even after, let's say hypothetically, all those fossils get destroyed, but the concept of dinosaur will survive as long as we write it, we draw a picture of dinosaur somewhere. Yeah, then those are the media. Okay, medium pictures, words, dinosaur, dictionary definition. Yeah, it can survive even after the extinction of dinosaurs. The concept of dinosaurs could be eternal as long as this media, these books, pictures, digital media of dinosaurs, if they all survive, then yeah, concept of dinosaur will live on. All right, potentially forever. All right, the concept of you can survive you. Let's say you die tomorrow or I die tomorrow, but people will remember you for a while at least. Okay, and there is some record of you. But if you have somebody very famous, then you will probably remembered longer, potentially forever, like Abraham Lincoln. Do you think humanity or American historians will ever forget Abraham Lincoln? How many presidents, American presidents, have we had so far? Maybe 40 something, 50, I don't know, 45, I don't know. But many of those presidents are forgotten. Can you name all the American presidents? 45 or whatever presidents? Not many people can remember all those names because, yeah, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, yeah, they will remember forever. But other presidents, they will be in history books, but people don't even sometimes recognize their name. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's just the way it is. All right. So, and there's some negative fame, notoriety, like Hitler. Okay. So, heaven and hell, like paradise versus hell, afterlife, could be just that. Either you have some positive legacy, people remember you in a positive manner, maybe that means you are in heaven. Okay. You leave some notoriety behind you, maybe that's hell. Okay. One theory. Okay, so uh yeah, this necessary evil. Okay. Humanology, we have several theories about that. Okay, several different ways to look at it. So one way to look at it is this: evil ideologies. Okay, it possesses some people, so we call them evil people. Just, yeah, nobody's evil, but they are possessed by demons, evil spirits. But just for the sake of easiness, uh, let me get some lip balm because it's kind of dry. Okay. So when I say ease, oh, still hurts. It kind of ripped my lip. Ease, okay. I will go easy on saying ease. So for the sake of easiness, we just call them evil people, okay? Nobody's evil, okay? They are just unfortunate enough to be possessed by evil ideologies, bad habits, okay, like rudeness or what disrespectfulness, whatever, hatefulness, closed mindedness, bigotry, whatever, okay. So, um, yeah, we just call them evil people, okay, for the sake of easiness. Good people, can they discipline other people? Yes, but if you are such a nice person, maybe it's not your thing to discipline people, okay? But evil people, yeah, they are very good at disciplining other people. They are assholes, assholes. Oh, sorry, PG-13 maybe, bitches, bitches, assholes. Yeah, because they are mean, they are rude. So yeah, they are very good disciplinaires. Okay, somehow they treat people, other people unfairly, accuse good people of doing something that they have never done. Okay, but all this pain, these evil people impose on the good people, it disciplines us. It makes us stronger and smarter. Okay. There's this one thing I just remembered that I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. This role model, okay, role model, positive role model, and then there's negative role model, villains. They actually help. So one purpose of evil is yeah, discipline. Okay. Second purpose, negative role model. Okay, because let's say President Obama or President Trump or Pope Francis, whoever negative role model there may be, you want to be a good person and you recognize this person as something, somebody who's evil, then you will strive to be opposite of that person, and you will be the opposite of that evil person, and you become a better person by doing everything that evil person do. You go in the opposite direction. Negative role model. Okay, they can serve a very good purpose. Okay, like humanology, for example. There's this surge of gayism. So what do? We adopt anti-gayism. Okay, so it's a co-evolution, right? Like there's tiger and there's rabbit. If there's no tiger, rabbit doesn't need to run very fast. But rabbit evolved, co-evolved with the tiger. They both become very fast runners. Rabbit to run away from tiger, tiger to chase after rabbit. So they become faster and faster as they co-evolve. Like cheetah and antelope, deer and mountain lion, whatever, right? Yeah. Fox, wolves, and rabbits, squirrels. Yeah, they co-evolve. Okay, so yeah, humanology we take a lot of cues from this gayism, and because we want to co-evolve, we want to find out why gayism is wrong. Okay, so it's co-evolution, and probably that's why God created this evil of gayism and made it powerful ideology today, so that humanology kind of take it as a anti role model, and we stay away from it. We go to the opposite direction, and we try to catch this prey. Okay, this evil ideology of gayism. We want to find out. We want to make ourselves smart and educate ourselves to find out why it is wrong. Why gayism is evil. Why is it harmful? Okay, and we develop some theory about that, and then we generalize that theory, and then and yeah, so it's academically constructive. Okay. Okay. So yeah, evolution. Or okay. Can there be more of this recursive tree of good and evil? Okay. First of all, in humanology, we separate sin and sinners. Because we are all sinners. That's why we need to correct each other. Okay. Listen to other people. But we should leave it up to them, though. I mean, I, as a humanologist, we recommend many things. You know, don't be gay, don't tattoo, don't pierce, don't smoke marijuana recreationally, don't do plastic surgery. But it's up to you, all right? We are not going to impose our opinion on you. You don't want to listen to those things, yeah, but then don't listen. Okay. Yeah, just turn off this, switch the channel, and okay, yeah, that's fine. With respect to your freedom, your God-given free will. We will never trespass your free will. Okay. Okay, and we can see it this way. Okay, let's say criminals. Okay, again, they are possessed by criminalism. Okay, bad habit of committing crime. Because they just happen to be born in that environment. Okay, it kind of determines the point of view on human life, but in this world of criminals, this evil world, they are good and evil. Inside of that, what are good criminals? Loyal criminals. Let's say there's this gang, criminal gang, or drug manufacturer gang, or whatever. There's still loyalty in this criminal organization, like mafia, right? Inside of a gangster group, like mafia, yeah, there are subordinates who is loyal to their mafia boss, or there's an evil employee of this mafia gangster organization who betray on their boss. And this guy, evil, what? Guess what? -1 times -1 is equal to +1. Our society see this person as a good person. Who are they? Informers, right? FBI, they cooperate with FBI. They are like double agent, like 007, triple agent, double agent. Informers, okay? Yeah, they are in like spies for FBI, okay? They are hired by FBI and they are already in this organization. So FBI contacted this guy. I want to betray your boss, mafia boss, for us, because if you do, we'll put you in a witness protection program and we'll relocate you. We'll give you money, you and your family. Okay, be safe, and we will pardon every crime that you committed within this organization. Okay, so yeah, please betray your boss and give us some information. FBI, okay? See how interesting this humanology is? Okay, and now this guy, good guy, in the eyes of this evil boss, -1 times +1 is equal to -1, because the society sees this loyalty as bad loyalty, because your boss tells this subordinate junior gangster, hey, kill that man, and he does it. So he's just committed murder. He was loyal, but society defines him as a murderer, evil man. Okay. Humanology is interesting, isn't it? Okay, it's fun stuff. We are having fun. Okay, so yeah. Is it time to take a break yet? Yeah, I'd like to drink more vodka, but it's causing the heartburn. I just satisfy myself with beer and wine. Whatever. Okay, and yeah, so evil people can discipline good people very well. And this negative role model, you see some evil person and you you try to be opposite of that person, yeah. And then this co-evolution, okay, or co-evolution of this scholastic academic theories. You know, when we see an evil phenomenon, we try to understand it, we try to capture it, this evil ideology, and try to educate people about it. Yeah, co-evolution of evil and good ideologies, development of science, all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, probably that's why God created evil. And fourth, entertainment. Entertainment. Okay, so God is bored. So our human history is like a gigantic theater. So we are all actors. There's some tragedy, and I guess God is enjoying. If you study history, even us, we enjoy those tragic histories. It's kind of interesting. Okay, it grabs our attention when we watch a movie like The Batman, like Jack Nicholson. Is it Jack Nicholson? Yeah, and Michael Keaton. Yeah, now finally, I was about to forget his name too. Okay, again. Yeah, I really remembered. You know, a couple of episodes ago, I remembered his name. Michael Keaton and Kim Basinger. Kim Basinger. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Yeah, Jack Nicholson, everybody's favorite character. Okay, he's so fun. I mean, he's a fantastic actor, and but he's evil though. Yeah, my favorite character in Batman movie, the very first one. Because he's a fantastic actor and he's funny and he's evil and it's kind of fun because he's evil. Okay. Look at President Trump. Okay, people love him. Even if you hate him, you love to read about him because he's so many times rude, and sometimes it's hilarious the way he makes fun of like people, like women and obese people, and but he's himself is obese. So media is obsessed with President Trump and also before then candidate Trump. It's so funny. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, entertainment, evil characters. Yeah, they're entertaining. Okay. So uh, President Trump, I don't think he's an evil man. I mean, nobody is an evil person. It's just varying sliding scale, spectrum of varying degree of how much demons do you have in you, or how much Holy Spirit do you have in you. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so yeah, so we have that. Okay, so now good. What are some example of this? Within one good, can there be some good and evil? Uh, I don't know. Yeah, in good organization. Okay, let's do this. You belong to a good company, okay? But let's say you're a good employee. So plus one times plus one is equal to plus one. You are in a good organization, but you betray your boss, you're a bad person, okay? Right. So we cover all these four variation, okay? And that's about it. We'll stop talking about this, okay? Because it's enough. It's been 1 hour and 40 minutes, so I guess I'm kind of getting cold. And although I didn't have any breakfast, well, I can eat later. Okay, so maybe you can do some singing, dancing, martial arts. Okay, for the time left. Whew. Okay, after a break. Yeah, let's take a break. I'm hesitating to take a break because then I have to walk, and I don't have that much energy now because I skipped breakfast. You know, Saturday, Sunday morning, all I do is doing this and vodka. Okay, of course, before that I have to brush my teeth and wash my face. But it's different from having breakfast. Yeah, so it's kind of alcohol fasting, right? I'm drinking alcohol, but I'm not having any breakfast during Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so it's a type of fasting, I guess, right? Um, yeah, I'm very low energy right now. I didn't have any breakfast, but oh boy. So, but we'll take a break. Okay, and we'll do some exercise. Okay, let's see what happens. All right. Okay, so now, actually, before we get into physical stuff like martial arts, dancing, I just something came up to me. Okay, let's some topic to talk about when I was taking a break. Good and evil. Okay, because we kind of skipped a step. We covered the recursive structure, but we didn't quite define what is good and what is evil. Again, that could be a very difficult question, or it could be an easy question. Okay, moral relativism. Okay, they say, oh, there's no absolute good, there's no absolute evil. It's all relative. But Einstein's theory of relativity, special relativity, is actually absolutivity of speed of light, and that's why he had to make time and space relative, not absolute. Because before Einstein, people thought the space and time is all absolute, but they kind of conflicted with the concept where the brand new discovery, I think the Michelson experiment or something, they kind of surprised and put physicists of the day in late 1800s in irony, paradox. You have this speed of light, okay? So the special theory of relativity is like this. Light is traveling, this photon is traveling with what? 3.3 times 10 to the 18th meter per second, something like that, right? It's very fast, but it has finite speed. Okay, and your person A is standing here, okay, and now this light goes to the speed and it measures the speed of light. Now person B is moving on the same direction, but of course he's not as fast as speed of light, but he's still moving, and he measures this relative speed of light. So this A is static, B is moving. Okay, we are on the same. Okay. Now, so relative speed, because light and this B, person B, is moving in the same direction, the relative speed of light according to this moving B will be the difference between these two vectors. This. So, just like a car, let's say this is a car. It's not a photon, but it's a car. To you, if this car is moving, what, 50 miles per hour? Yeah, you measure this car's speed as 50 miles per hour because you're not moving. But if B is moving 10 miles per hour, the relative speed of this car is 40 miles per hour. If B is moving 50 miles per hour as well, just like this car, what's the relative speed of this car number 0? I'm sorry, car C. Let's say C. 0, right? Because like you're traveling down the highway, you're going 50 miles per hour, and the next lane there's another car C, it's moving 50 miles per hour. What's the relative speed? 0. That car is not moving. Doesn't look like that car's moving. Yeah, same speed. They go along side by side. Okay. But if you are traveling 40 miles per hour, yeah, that car, according to you, is going like 10 miles per hour. The speed difference, relative speed, okay? But physicists, before Einstein, they discovered that other physicists, they discovered that speed of light is regardless. It does not depend on the speed of this observer. That was a very surprising discovery. They didn't know what to think of it. And Einstein was brave and courageous enough to break this traditional notion that time and space is absolute. That's the special theory of relativity, okay? General theory of relativity is about gravity, okay? It's about gravity bending the light. That's what it is. Bending the space in a nutshell, okay? So, all right, so how do we solve this in special theory of relativity? Okay, I'm just giving an overview. Okay, it's not like exact, but I'm giving you some conceptual overview of special theory of relativity. Okay, so B is moving. Let's say speed of light is just for the simplicity's sake, 10 miles per hour. Okay, 10 miles per hour, and you are moving 1 mile per hour. Okay, 1 mile per hour. So the speed of light is relative speed of light is supposed to be 9 miles per hour. Just subtraction, 10 minus 1, right? Well, it turned out that it still has to be 10 miles per hour. Okay, how do we get that? It's this. Okay, we need, what if, again, this is not physically, mathematically correct. I'm just giving you some conceptual overview. Okay, so yeah, there's some other equation. We are not going to go through that. Just conceptual overview, right? So if you want to be exact, yeah, go study theory of relativity. It's in the web. It's all for free. It's in YouTube. It's all for free. Okay, so for this guy, okay, light for 1 second, light travels from here to here, and this guy travels from here to here, right? So it's moving like this. Ah! Ooh. Okay. So the way he sees, the person B sees this person C, which is photon, okay? Let's call it photon, P. For 1 second, it goes like T, V, slow, fast. For 1 second, okay? It travels 10 miles, 1 mile. So B is watching this photon the whole time. The same starting point. and then P is always ahead of B. Okay, so he's observing this photon while he's running. This photon is flying, right? Oh, this guy's always ahead of me, and he's going far away and far and far away because he's faster than me, right? And but somehow we need to come up with some equation that the speed of light is to b is still 10. Okay, meaning, but so let's say 10 meter per second, 1 meter per second. Okay, 1 meter per second. That's what physics use. They don't use British scale of this mile and whatever. Yeah, in physics we use the continental European scale, no, meter per second. Okay. So you have 9 meter. So according to B, the speed of light should still result in 10 meter per second. Okay. In Galilean relativity or Newtonian relativity, like pre-Einsteinian relativity, how do you calculate this speed of this guy, photon, according to this moving person? Okay, it's like this. You travel from here to light, you know. So I have this moving frame of reference. Light, let's say I'm holding this flashlight. Okay. I'm a runner. I run with the speed of 1 meter per second. Okay. And I'm starting running when I started to run, I turn on this flashlight very briefly. I'm holding my flashlight, okay, when I'm running. When I started to run at this point, I just throw out this photon with this flashlight. Just, one click. And it's a fiction, it's a hypothetical, okay? Simplification. Physicists, they do this all the time, okay? So I just turn it on and off this flashlight, okay? Just flash. And I'm starting to run in the same direction with this photon that I just shot out in front of me, and I'm chasing this photon, okay? So, because I've been running at the same time with this photon, but it's just faster than me. But I'm looking at that, okay? So when this photon reaches this 10 meter mark from this beginning initial point, to me, because I've been moving too, photon only traveled 9 meters in my frame of reference. Why? Because I also moved for that 1 second, I also moved 1 meter here. It's very confusing because we are traveling for only 1 second, right? So let's give it 2 and 8. Okay, for 1 second, my speed is 2 meters per second. Speed of light, 10 meters per second. Okay, so for 1 second, 1 second, I move 2 meters and light moved 10 meters. Again, this is not correct, precise number. We are just making up numbers, speed, for the ease of discussion, right? So, for 1 second, because I'm moving and light is moving too, so yeah, light only moved 8 meters. Okay? For 1 second. So what is speed of light? In my frame of reference, with the moving frame of reference, that's relative speed. Relative speed of light is 8 meters per second. Okay, because I shot this light and I'm moving at the same time. So, and let's say it's dark night, it's blacked out, so I don't see myself moving. Okay, there's nothing around me. Okay, so I don't see myself moving. I don't even realize myself is moving. Do you know what? I'm sitting here, but I'm still moving in the universe. Why? Earth rotates around the sun. Earth also rotates around its axis. We don't realize we are moving because we are moving at a constant speed. So, but everybody, even though they are sleeping, yeah, Earth is moving. So they are moving through the universe. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, let's say I'm in a car that moves 2 miles per second. Okay. Or I'm in a train that moves 2 miles per second. I'm not driving. I'm just in front of this train that moves 2 miles per second. And I flash this light, flashlight, and it's moving 10 meters per second. I don't know whether I'm moving, but to me, this light is traveling 8 meters per second. Because for 1 second, it only traveled 8 meters. Okay? And physicists discovered that this light actually travels 10 meters per second, even though you are moving in 2 meters per second. So how can that be possible? So Einstein's idea is that we have to, because if speed of light is absolute, then we have to modify, we have to break off this traditional notion that time and space is absolute. Okay, all right, so let's say light moved in this frame of reference, moving frame of reference. Light moved 8 meters, but we still want to calculate the speed of light as 10 meters per second. How do we do that? Well, there are two ways to do it. Okay, first, maybe there's this space elongation. Maybe space elongate. So, 8 meters when you move in 2 meters per second, as the faster you move, maybe there's this elongation of space. Maybe this 8 meter become 10 meters. Maybe time just stay the same, then you get the same speed of light, 10 meters per second. Okay. Or let's say you the space doesn't change. It's 8 meters, but maybe it's the time that changes. Maybe time is not 1 second, but it kind of slows down. It becomes what, 8 over 10, 0.8. So maybe time slows down. The outside world is 1 second, but time slows down to 0.8 seconds, so that this speed of light is still 10, right, meter per second. Okay, so that's the idea of special relativity theory by Einstein. Okay, it's not too difficult a concept to come up with, but you have to be very brave to break off from this traditional notion of absolutivity of time and space. Okay, so Einstein is just a brave man. Okay. Okay, so that's like any invention, human invention. If you want to create something brand new, you have to be a brave person. Like inventing a computer, car, like airplane, like the Wright brothers. Okay, light bulb by Thomas Edison, telephone by Alexander Graham Bell, telephone. Okay, or personal computer, you know, Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak. Okay, brave people. Okay, and to break off from tradition and challenge something, try something brand new. Yeah, people may call you crazy, but you do it anyway. You have to be very brave and strong person to invent something new, okay? To try something new. You have that means you are minority. Okay, it was just Einstein's idea, right? Now it's in every physics textbooks that that's being taught in university, right? It was one man's idea. Okay, and he was brave enough to be the minority, ideological minority. Okay. Okay, and that's what we are doing here with the humanology thing, right? Yeah, we are minority. Okay, because we oppose gay marriage, we oppose legalization of marijuana, we oppose transgender surgery, we oppose plastic surgery, we oppose tattoos, piercings, obesity. Okay, yeah, we are extreme minority. Okay, will it be this humanology be majority someday? I don't know. We don't know. It's up to God. It's up to you. It's up to people. Yeah. Let history be the judge. Okay. All we do is just try. Okay. So. Okay, and definition of good and evil. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, Einstein's theory of special relativity. It's not all about relativity. Okay. If the speed of light is absolute, then something has to give. Something has to be sacrificed. Time and space. Let's kill time and space. Let's kill the absolutivity of time and space in order to preserve the absolutivity of speed of light. Okay, that's special theory of relativity, right? So, moral relativism, yeah, they don't quite understand what theory of relativity really is about. All right, so we'll take a break, okay, and we'll try to define what is good and what is evil, okay? Okay, and we'll talk a little bit about moral relativism, how absurd it is. We'll take a break. All right. Okay, good and evil. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. How would you define good and evil? I should have gave you this question before the break. Okay, then we'll take another break. Okay, how, according to you, Mr. and Mrs. and Miss, what's your definition of good and evil? Okay, is there such a thing as absolute good and absolute evil? Okay, so good and evil. Okay, before we jumping into that, yeah, how would you define good and evil? Okay, that's my question to you. And before we go into that, let's talk a little bit about Jesus and Einstein. Okay, you know, many people say, "Oh, who do you wanna see after you die?" Jesus and Einstein, right? So, yeah, I wanna see Jesus and Einstein when I'm dead. Me, neither. I don't wanna see any man. I wanna see 7 trillion virgins. Okay, between the age of 50 and 18. Oh, between the age of 21 and 51. How about that? 7 trillion virgins. That's what I want to see in heaven. I don't want to see Jesus. I don't want to see God. I don't want to see Einstein. No, no. I just want to see women. Okay, all different races. Okay, yeah, they are beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so uh, so Jesus and Einstein. Yeah, Jesus said Einstein. Einstein said, yeah, time speed of light is absolute. Yeah, somebody discovered that and it's given. It's not Einstein who did that. Michelson, Morrison experiment, whatever. So yeah, you guys all know that speed of light is absolute. Then time and space need to bend, give in to the absolutivity of light. Now it's not the speed of light that's relative. No, speed of light is absolute, but time and space that's what's relative. It changes with the speed of this observer. So observer's time slow down. This time dilation and space contraction, whatever. Okay, something like that. All right. So, and Jesus said, "My words, Jesus' words, will be forever, even though heaven and the earth may disappear." Something very similar to what Einstein said, right? Yeah, my words, Jesus' words, is absolute. The heaven and earth, this space, time, yeah, they can go away. Okay, so we are connecting the dots here. Okay, science and religion. That's what humanology is about, right here. Humanology is forced equation. Okay. So yeah, it's impressive. It's cool, fun. Okay, good and evil. Okay, so moral relativists they say, oh, there's no absolute good, absolute evil. In aesthetics point of view, yeah, there's no beauty is to the eyes of beholder. It's all relative. Humanology disagree with that. Okay, humanology is a moral absolutists. All right, humanology is a moral absolutist. Okay, uh, it's all about harm analysis, harm benefit analysis. Is this ideology harmful or beneficial? Let's think of tattoos because they say tattoo, yeah, is beautiful to my eyes. If it's ugly to your eyes, oh, it's because beauty is something relative. Beauty is to the eyes of beholder. Where humanology disagrees. Okay. Uh, so how do we disprove this argument that tattoo it can be beautiful, it can be ugly? How? Okay, so well, there are several ways to approach this. Okay, to prove the evilness of tattooism as ideology. Okay, this practice, common practice, this trend, this belief that tattoo is beautiful, tattoo is okay, tattoo is a good thing. That's ideology. Okay, this tattooism. It's an ideological group. It's an ideology. Pro-tattooism. Okay. So let's prove that that's an evil ideology. So what is evil? Something harmful. Okay. What is good? Something beneficial. It's that simple. It's as simple as that. Okay. Okay. So then, what is harmful and what is beneficial? Okay. So there's tattooism, pro-tattooism, anti-tattooism. Okay. Wow. It's getting heavy. Okay. It's human knowledge is not for the faint of heart. Okay. Actually, we want you to be a strong person. We want you to watch this, learn humanology, because we want you to be a stronger and better, more knowledgeable person. Okay. All right. But if it's too much for you, then you don't have to watch it because we don't want you to be too stressed out. We care about you. Okay. Maybe watch it later. All right. Or skip to some other episode. All right. So, and many of my good friends have tattoos. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate it. Nobody. It's just I'm opposing the tattooism. All right. I'm saying it is bad for you. So let's prove that. Again, any tradition, although it's centuries or millennia old, it could be very bad tradition. Just because something is old does not mean it's a good thing. Okay, look at the hijabs, burqas. Yeah, he have said. I don't know how many years it has this. Islam has this history of hijabs, maybe a couple of hundred years or a couple of decades. I don't know, but it's a bad tradition. It is mainstream there, but it's bad, and it has some long years of practice, long history, but it's still bad. It's still bad. Okay, it's oppression on women. It's sexism. Okay, just look at compare these two women, one with hijabs and one without hijabs. It's wearing hijab restricts the freedom of expression and it restricts it affects her. Okay, because she's no longer beautiful because she's not developing her beauty. Women can do all kinds of stuff with her hair. Okay, and long hair in women are very beautiful. Okay, but they are suppressing that female beauty to make it easy for men so that they don't get tempted by these women. Okay, that's putting all the burden of temptation on women. That's sexism. Okay, that's not fair. It's wrong. Okay. Boy. Okay, and that's not original Islam either. Okay, there was no hijabs back in the days of Prophet Muhammad. No, it came way later, centuries later. Okay, so hijab is bad. Okay, nowhere in Quran there's a, teaching where women should wear hijabs. No. Okay, that's not original Quran. That's not original Prophet Muhammad. Okay, he loved women. Okay, he cared about women. He was not a sexist. Okay, this sexism in Islam today it came way after Prophet Muhammad. Okay, that's not original Islam. So they need to go back to the original Islam. No hijabs, no burqas. Okay, caring about women. Okay, all right. So okay, so tattoo piercing. Okay, so biological. Yeah, several ways to approach attack tattooism. Okay, so several ways to prove that it's an evil concept, harmful ideology. One way to look at it is this: biological, biological entity. If you put ink on your body, it stays there forever and is something extraneous element. Okay, so that's how we say it's dirty. Let's say you have this mud on your face. You want to wash it off because it's dirty. Because this mud on your cheek, it's not a part of your body. Okay, and it's not food. Yeah, you do extraneous, this something external that goes inside your body, like water, food, in order to survive. But yeah, they do become part of you, right? So yeah, we are attacking this tattooism from scientific perspective, biology. Okay. So yeah, you eat something, it become part of your body, right? And become, you eat chicken, rice, bread, whatever it is that you eat, water. Yeah, it become part of your body. Let me turn the heater. It's getting cold. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna turn on that heater too. So yeah, so when you have mud on your face, you're gonna wash your face, okay? Or you're drinking wine and you splash it on your face, or yeah, you wash it off, wipe it off. If you pour, spill this wine on your clothings, gosh, yeah, you wanna get rid of the stain, right? You wanna wash it off, whatever, okay? I guess it's not that easy, but because it's dirty, it's like this wine does not belong on the texture of this clothing, okay? So it's something extraneous. It's not a part of it, okay? Okay, so yeah. So biologically, we do it introduce extraneous thing. We call it food, drinking, water. Yeah, we consume those. It become part of our body. Okay, because those food are something we can digest. We can break. Our body can break down. But if you don't eat a stone or gravel, sand, you don't eat that because our body cannot handle those things. So we spit it out. If you have just hair particle, whatever, yeah, we spit it out. Okay, because our body cannot digest those things. All right, so now you have this ink or tattoo ink. Okay, you put it under your skin and it just stays there. It look dirty. Okay, let's say somebody, not you, but somebody have mud on his face, or have some stuff on his hair, and it annoys you. Just like it's this evolution of empathy. We talked about this before. Okay, if somebody's hurting, bleeding, ouch! Oh, it's as if I'm hurting too. So, are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, let's get you to the hospital. Okay, it's just negative copy of pain. Yeah, it transfers to other people. This person is suffering. Oh, I'm hurting. I'm suffering. I'm bleeding. Oh, you feel sympathy, empathy. Okay, you feel the pain too. So you wanna do something about it, right? It's evolution of empathy. Okay, just like there are two ants. One ant, you kill one ant, and this other ant, it panics because he can smell this body fluid of this ant, and it causes this panic response, right? Reaction, and he starts running away because just like a crime scene where somebody got shot and start bleeding, and what do? You run away, right? Or call 911 now. But you panic, right? So yeah, it's empathy, evolution. Okay, it's self-protective mechanism when two ant, one ant, you kill one ant, and the other ant can smell the body fluid of this dead ant, and it run away, right? Because otherwise he will be dead too. Because obviously there's some enemy who just killed his friend ant. So yeah, for safety he need to run away because enemy is right around. So that's how this response, panic response, the empathy has evolved to protect yourself. Okay. Whew. So yeah, so tattoos, piercings is ouch. Okay, it hurts when you get those things. So when I see this person with tattoos and piercings, get that feeling of ouch, empathy. Okay, because something, those metal piece and piercing, one for woman, one here is good. It's that traditional. Okay, earring is beautiful. Okay, but if you pierce like here, like, ugh, oh, ouch, and it's so inconvenient. Okay, like when you pull up your sweater, it can catch, it gets in the way. When you wash your face, oh, so inconvenient. And I feel that pain that this person feels. Okay, it's absurdism. It's something very absurd. Tattoo and piercing, something extremely absurd, something ugly, and yeah, that's ethical reversal, moral reversal, like gay marriage, marijuana, legalizing marijuana. Those are bad things, but people see it as good things. Okay, moral reversal. We cannot blame just President Obama or Justice Kennedy. Well, no, people, we pushed for it. They just said yes, this is rubber stamp because I don't know, maybe they are saying the mistaken just like to say out any other people, or maybe they were just too busy with other stuff, so they're just gonna get it over with. Okay, I give it to you. Stop asking for it. So I'm gonna give it to you. I got some better things to do. I'm busy. Maybe it was like that. Okay. Or maybe they just believed in what other people believed in. I don't know. Maybe both. Different people, different reason, I guess. Okay, so yeah, back to tattooism. Okay, so you have this because you just look dirty. Okay, and so biologically, okay, it's extraneous element in your body, and that you don't get to digest. Okay, so yeah, we all tattooism in a biological point of view. Yeah, it's something done. The ink, it does not belong to your body. You don't get to digest it. It just stays there. So it's a scar, or self-imposed scar. Okay, biological point of view. Okay, it's something extraneous and element. Okay, it doesn't quite help you. All right, because yeah, it just look dirty. Okay, and second point of view is maybe aesthetical point of view. Yeah, look ugly. You have a clean canvas. I guess that's how they see their body. You have clean canvas and it's boring. It's just plain, right? So you want to paint it with some beautiful picture. Yeah, tattoo artists, they are very talented artists. I humanology's recommendation is that yeah, by all means paint, but on the furniture, but not on human body. Okay, you tattoo your car, by all means tattoo your car, laptop, cell phone, furniture, whatever. Your cats, your dogs, but don't do it to human being. Okay. Okay, I'm not trying to get push them out of their business. No, you have talent. Okay, use it the right way. Don't mess with human skin. Okay. So actually, that way you can make a lot more money. Okay, you start tattooing the cars, your furniture, whatever, your laptop, your cell phone, people's laptop, people's cell phone. Okay, yeah, you make a lot more money that way. So, aesthetical point of view. Well, it's kind of linked with biological point of view. So we'll just merge these two, okay? Biological point of view, aesthetic point of view. It's extraneous element, so it look dirty. Okay, when somebody is dirty, it kind of annoying to look at. You have some feather in your hair or some dirt, somebody's face. Hey, you got something on your face, and it's so annoying to look at. So please go to restroom and wash your face. Right? Yeah, you point out. Yeah, you got something here. Let me get rid of that for you. Or yeah, look in the mirror, whatever. Because it's annoying to look at. Okay. So yeah, tattoo is like that. Okay, something extraneous and look dirty. Okay, so biology, aesthetical, empathy, whatever. Okay. Second way to look attack the tattooism to prove it's evil is this. Well, yeah, I mean American gangsters. Yeah, they introduced tattooism to America, but before then, yeah, there was Pacific Island, Polynesia, Micronesia. Yeah, they're traditional tattoos, hundreds years of history, and they were not criminals. No, they're just traditional Pacific Islands. Some of them, okay. Yeah, they did tattoos. That's the beginning of tattoos. Okay, and it wasn't criminal thing at all in that their culture. Okay, but we say it's bad tradition anyway. Okay, yeah, some cultural, even if it has long history, it could be still bad. Like piercing in Africa, bad. Like piercing here, 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 yeah, bad. You cannot do that to human beings. Okay. They have some good traditions, like traditional dancing and singing in Africa, Polynesia. Yeah, they're beautiful. Good traditions. Okay. Their culinary arts, their food, hunting method, their language, all good traditions. Okay. Tattoos, piercing, bad. Now, so tattooism, why is it bad? Are there some other reasons why it's evil and harmful? Well, the fact that it cannot be changed, the permanent nature. Maybe that's some of the biggest appeal of being tattooed, because it just stays there. Probably people like it because it stays there. Okay. But this permanency of tattoo can work against you too, and also actually it hinders you from progress. We, humanologists, we need you. We want you to change and continue to evolve, continue to learn, continue to grow until all the way until you die. We want you to keep working and studying. Okay. But you have tattoos and it kind of binds you because it's so permanent. It ties you down to your past. For example, let's say you have a girlfriend and you tattoo your girlfriend's name is Jane, so you tattoo Jane, and then you break up with Jane. Now you're fucked. Okay. Next time you date, what? Mary, okay, and Mary look at your tattoo. Oh, it says Jane. Who's Jane? Tom. Who's Jane? Oh, she's my ex-girlfriend. We broke up like a month ago, and but whenever I see your shoulder, I see her name. I'm not okay with that. What the hell are you gonna do, man? Huh? It's that stupid, okay? Tattoo is fucking stupid, okay? You may get fed up with whatever tattoo you already have. You get fed up with it, okay? You cannot disown your tattoo. So yeah, thanks to this advancement in plastic surgery, there are good plastic surgery like laser, tattoo removal, okay? Yeah, but it's gonna be painful and expensive, okay? And tattoos, tattoos, piercing, they should go through this. Tattoos, piercing is kind of like surgery, okay? But they they didn't go to medical school because it's about human body, ink. Yeah, they're supposed to get FDA approval, okay? But it's something that stays in your body, okay? But they just bypassed all that regulatory hurdle. Why? Because something they came from criminality. They came through back door, not the front door, okay? No approval process, no licensing, It's like surgery, tattoos, piercings. Yeah, it can be dangerous, but they're not doctors. They didn't get FDA approval. It's just there. Just like legalized marijuana, it bypassed all the FDA approval process. Because people demanded it. So yeah, we just give it to you. All these politicians, yeah. Majoritarian American ones, yeah. No FDA approval necessary. We just give it to you. You don't have the doctors. You don't have the license. I just give it to you. Dangerous, right? So, yeah, and also there's this. I mean, if I have not convinced you yet, I mean, you get tattoos. It's not gonna kill you, right? Most of times, uh, and nobody's forcing people to tattoo themselves. Actually, they do peer pressure, right? But yeah, I'm really getting hungry. I'm sorry. My energy's kind of drained out now by now. Okay, it's like probably like skip breakfast and we'll take a break. And if I haven't convinced you about the evil and harmfulness of tattooism, well, I'm sorry. Maybe I'll do better next time. Okay, but yeah, well, aesthetic point of view, we'll talk about it separately because clean. Well, it's still biology, okay. But let's talk some more, okay. Let's call it 1.5, 1.1.5, point 1.5, okay. Section 1.5, aesthetical point of view. So clean, being clean is good, right? Because what is being dirty? Extraneous, external elements on our body, like germs, dirt on our skin. Okay, you wanna clean them out. Clean is good. Dirty, bad. Okay, if you have sweat, all that stuff, yeah, it collect other germs and you get sick. Okay, so that's why it's important that you shower, take a shower or bath at least 5 times a week, like weekdays when before you go to work. Okay, so that you don't smell bad. All right, so something biological, being clean. We see that's something good because if you're dirty, then you get sick and you make other people sick too. Okay, and you stinks, yeah, extra just bad elements in your skin. Okay, you get rid of it. Okay, tattoos, yeah, there's extraneous elements, so it look dirty. Why do people do tattoos? Because they want to look dirty. They want to look like criminals. So when did criminals become the role models of America? Moral reversal, age of moral reversal, ethical reversal. There's this beautiful model type girls, right? Like models in Victoria's Secret and whatnot, and they say, "Oh, it's so Barbie type." Yeah, that's not good because it's not us anymore. We are all obese, so we cannot quite relate to that, and it's all social conditioning, all these model types, so it's something bad. More ethical reversal. Nowadays, people see ugly things as like tattoo, piercing, obesity as something good. And people see beautiful body like models, runway models as something bad. Good is bad, bad is good. Okay, that's today's moral reversal. Okay, that is something extremely bad and sad. Okay, I hope we can change all this. Okay, I hope America gets some grip. Okay, so President Trump said media is the enemy of the people. Well, media, they are journalists, they are just people. Okay, just like good cops, bad cops. Okay, good journalists, bad journalists, because they are people too. All right, so sometimes, yeah, media, mainstream media like NBC, CNN. New York Times, Wall Street Journal, they become the vehicle of evil ideologies. I mean, even radio or television shows, songs like Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, yeah, they become vehicles of pro-gayism. That happens. But media also sometimes serve as vehicle of Holy Spirit too. Good knowledges, good information. Look at all the YouTube. Now people can study, learn mathematics, martial arts. That's how I learned martial arts and dancing. YouTube. Okay, so yeah, media can be good or bad. I guess President Trump don't like media because they criticize him. Uh, I understand. I mean, I kind of cried when I was acting this two people. I mean, one person playing two people, that President Trump and me. Yeah, I kind of cried because I like him. Okay, I mean, he's a human being. He got some good points and bad points. We are all humans. Nobody's perfect. Okay, so we should never hate people. Okay, but yeah, media, yeah, good. Sometimes they make mistakes, and you know, there are people too. Okay, so yeah, tattoos. Yeah, it makes you look dirty and unclean. Tattoos. Okay, everybody knows. Everybody feels that baby is beautiful because they are pure. They are clean. Okay, and you make yourself tattoos, piercings. You want to be unclean because in humanology we take this Jesusian point of view where we should be like babies, we should be like children, innocence, clean. That's what Jesus said. You should be like children. Humanology takes that view. Okay, just be clean and innocent like babies. Okay, what kind of women are beautiful, attractive to us men? A woman with big eyes. Why? Because babies have big eyes, right? The more this woman looks like a baby, the more attractive this woman is to us men. We call them babies. Why? Because they look like babies. They're clean, innocent, unpolluted by this world. And that woman has to be a very strong woman to maintain that cleanness. But she has to take a shower 5 days a week. She has to fend off all this evil pollution of tattooism, piercism, gayism, lesbianism, bad feminism. She has to fend off or fight off of all those bad ideologies. So if she looks like a baby, she's a very strong person because she's fighting off all these evil ideologies, temptations. Okay. We have like 20 minutes left. Okay, so we take a break. Okay. So yeah, so if you are tattooed, you are not a strong person. It's not like, oh, I'm strong so I can handle this pain. No, you are so weak. You gave in to this temptation of this devil, tattooism. All right, so I'm sorry, that's not your strength. That's your weakness. Because tattoo is very addictive. It spreads. You have one tattoo here, right? It starts to spread. You get more and more tattoos, and now it's going. Oh, it's on my neck. Next step, it comes here. You're covered by tattoos everywhere. It won't be just you. It'll be other people too. They look at you, and this tattooism replicate itself, and this demon replicate itself. It move to other people and possess that person. Okay, and you are being the vehicle of that demonic propagation. Okay, that's why I'm asking you, get rid of those tattoos. Save some money and go to plastic surgeon and do laser surgery and get rid of them. Okay, because it's bad for you and bad for other people too. Okay. Oh man, this will make me very unpopular because so many people are tattooed and they will start to hate me. Oh, Everything I did it for you. Okay, and if we don't stop this tattoo pandemic, people will start tattooing their babies, their young kids. They're actually doing it nowadays. Okay, the age of the very first tattoo is getting lower and lower and lower. Like young teens, under 18, like 17, 16, 15. Yeah, they are starting to tattoo themselves. Okay, piercing. Like I've seen them. Okay, I've seen a young girl. Like she's like probably like 10 years old, 12. She has tattoo on her arm. I've seen like probably she's like 13-year old, 12 years old girl. She got this piercing here on her lip. Okay, it will try to spread like crazy unless we stop this. Is that the new, brand new America? Everybody, every baby, tattooed and pierced. Is that American thing? Is that? Do you want that to be a new, brand new America? Do you want America to be that way? Well, it's up to you. Okay, it's your America too. If you want, if you envision America to be that way, like everybody's gay, everybody's lesbian, everybody's tattooed, because gayism also spread too. We have more gays and transgenders than ever before. It's increasing in numbers in America. Okay, so yeah, gay is, oh, I was born gay, it's all genetic. No, bullshit. No, it's evil ideology. It's all acquired. There are more and more gays, lesbians, tattoos, piercings, legalized marijuana smokers, and the people smoke marijuana, so they cannot remember anything, and tattoos, piercings, gayism, transgenderism. Is that the America that you want in the next generation? I'm asking. Okay, you are Americans too. Okay, so it's up to you. Is that the America that you want? Everybody's tattooed, everybody pierced, everybody's gays, lesbians, everybody smokes marijuana. Is that the kind of America that you want? Because it's increasing. It may as well happen in 10 years. Everybody smokes marijuana, everybody's tattooed, pierced. They're increasing in number, okay? Oh. Well, you decide, okay? But if you want to put a stop on that, yeah, then elect me for the president in 2020 November, 2 years from now, okay? I will put a stop on all that nonsense. Not by law. I'm not making any laws, but by talking to people in public, in front of everybody. All right? Yeah, it may offend some people, but it's okay. Why? It's a fair price to make the next generation better. Yeah, we may have to offend some people's feelings, but it's a fair price. I mean, they're not getting injured or anything. Okay? It's something that's unavoidable. I'm sorry if I'm hurting their feelings, but or your feelings, but it's something we have to do for the betterment of our next generation. Do you want your children to be better than you? If you love your children, you want, of course, you want them to be more successful than you are, more beautiful than you are, and better people than you are. You want your children to be better than you if you love them, right? If you're a good parent, then that's something you want. Something you want. You want success of you, prosperity of your children. Something you want, right? Nothing is free in this world. You have to pay for it. What is that payment? The price? Or making your children be more successful than you are? You have to be a good role model yourself. Okay? Because if you have tattoo here, your child will have probably have tattoo like bigger than yours, like here. Your grandchild will have tattoo right like everywhere here. It gets worse and worse generation after generation. Tattoo gets bigger, 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 and bigger. So yeah, get rid of your tattoo, okay? And don't let your children get tattoos or piercings. Are you obese? Then this, what you eat, you feed it to your children too. You eat unhealthy, all this sugar and fat, greasy, oily stuff. You eat it and you are obese. Guess what? Your child will get even more obese than you are. That's the trend that has been continued for past 3 decades. People, average weight of America, generation after generation, it's getting bigger and bigger and heavier. Why? Because nobody's stopping this. Why? Because they are afraid. They are afraid to offend people. Am I afraid to offend people? No, I'm not. Okay? That's why I'm saying all this. People get more and more obese generation after generation because it's addiction, sugar and fat addiction. Okay, you need to stop. That's what's driving up the medical cost. It's not some insurance law. No, it's the obesity. It's the sugar and fat consumption. All right, because you get addicted, you want more and more sugar, more fat, so you get obese and obese. Your children get obese, and your grandchildren even get more obese. Okay, then they be disabled and they cannot go to work and they get sick. It puts heavy burden on the taxpayers. Everybody suffers. Okay, why? Because we are addicted to sugar and fat. All right, so if you love your children, don't just say it, act on it. Stop eating unhealthy, start eating healthy. Okay, because you feed your children what you eat, unhealthy food. Okay, you need to stop that. Okay, and exercise with your children. Show them how to exercise, learn to exercise, then teach your children how to exercise. Be physically active. You have to be a good role model here. Okay, I'm just one person. Yeah, I do my best. I tell you what I eat, right? I have just canned beans, right, and then lean meat like chicken breast, whatever, and some vegetables, right? I put them in plastic container and freeze them, and I take one out and microwave it. That's what I eat. There's no sugar, no fat in there. Okay, that's just a little bit. Because meat, yeah, they have some fat in there, right? That's enough. Okay, enough fat. Yeah, it takes very little time. Yeah, I put some spice, of course, like garlic powder sometimes, chopped onion sometimes. Okay, well, pepper, or herbs, whatever, right? Parsley. Yeah, so it's not too bad. It's pretty good actually. Okay, so eat healthy, diet, exercise. Okay, so that's how you can love your kids. It involves some pain and efforts on your part. That's love, real love. You are willing to suffer, and guess what? You are helping yourself too. You are becoming healthier. Your children will be healthier. You go to hospital less often, okay, because you are healthy, strong. Everybody benefits, okay, and you are more beautiful too, okay. So you are happy because you are beautiful and healthy. Everybody wins. People love looking at you because you are fit. You have no tattoos, no piercings. You don't smoke marijuana. You eat healthy. You diet, exercise. So yeah, you are happy. Your children will learn that from you. They will be successful just like you are. That's how you love your children, okay? Don't just say, I love you. Oh, I give you candies. Yeah, eat candies, eat this sugar and fat. Yeah, be happy. That's not love. That's lack of love. That's apathy. Yeah, like you don't care. You just make it so easy. Oh, your children, they cry, give me candy, give me candy, give me candy. You know what? Just I give you candy so that you don't bother me anymore. That's easy. That's not love, okay? That's lack of caring. That's laziness. All right. I don't quite deserve to make you all these suggestions because I'm lazier than you actually. That's why I don't want any kids. So I'm not in a position to make any demands to you because I'm lazier than you. That's why I don't have kids. Maybe I have time to do exercise, diet because I don't have kids. So if I ask you to have kids and do a diet and exercise, maybe I'm asking you too much, maybe. Okay, I recognize that, okay? I'm a humanologist, all right? We know what's going on in the world and in people's lives. But at the same time, thanks to this technological innovation, we have extra time, okay? Our life is very easy. We have cell phone, internet in the cell phone. So yeah, we have extra time, extra energy. So I guess you can do it still, right? So yeah, you can discipline your kids yourself. Okay, and yeah, I think you can do it because me, this is like my children. Human knowledge is like my child, right? So in a sense, I'm raising my child. So I have full time job just like you do, and I guess this is my like family time. Okay. So yeah, it's not like I'm idling. Yeah, I use my that extra time for this. Okay, spending time with you here. Okay. So yeah, I cannot quite drink vodka today because it's causing me this heartburn. So my what is it, esophagus should need some time to heal, I guess. And we have like 5 more minutes left. I'm sorry if I yell at you. Okay, I'm sorry if I yelled at you, but sometimes I get emotional. Okay, because obesity pandemic, tattoo pandemic, piercing pandemic, it need to stop. Okay, and gayism pandemic, yeah, they all need to stop. Okay, it's getting worse every day. Younger and younger people do that, and you just give it to them. Oh no, you shouldn't. Okay, you should be able to say no to all those demands. Okay. Ah, boy. Yeah, maybe my ideological objection to all those mainstream evil ideologies, maybe they will prevent me from being ever elected for any position in America. Because that makes me unpopular because I'm saying things against tattooism, piercism, gayism, marijuanaism. So people get offended and they don't want to vote for me. So maybe I will never become any elected official. Then how do I save America then? Because my voice is not reaching to their ears. My voice is not reaching their ears, and maybe America cannot be saved. I maybe Bible is right. Maybe there will be some Armageddon, and maybe we cannot avoid that. I hope Bible was wrong. I hope Jesus was wrong in that prediction. I hope Saint John was wrong in that prediction of end of the world, this apocalypse, this Armageddon. I hope they were wrong. Okay? Because I don't want all these people to die or perish. I don't want that. I want to save them. And I love people and I want what's best for them. That's why I'm doing this recording. But to correct them, I need to have authority. Like I need to be the president or some whatever, right? And to get that authority, people should love me. They should vote for me, and they should vote for me to be elected official. And how do I make them vote for me? Well, I should make them love me. To make them love me, I should say things that they want to hear. And I should never say things that they don't want to hear. So should I be like Machiavellian? Like should I lie, pretend? Yeah, yeah. I mean, when I see some people in a bar or club covered by tattoos, I don't say anything against their tattoos, piercings. I just keep my silence because I don't want to offend them. No. Maybe there's a lot to learn for me to be in politics. Okay, maybe running for president. Maybe I'm not ready. Okay, but well, I'm running anyway. Okay. I don't know. People say I should start local, but local politicians they don't get paid well. Okay, and they make less money than I do, and because local politicians they are already established businessmen or retirees, so they have extra income. That's why they can afford to be in that local politician position. But me, I have no extra money. So okay, it's been 3 hours. Okay, so yeah, maybe we'll figure out something. Okay, let's not give up hope. Okay, let's end in a positive note. All right, so yeah, hopefully God save us. All right, hopefully. Hopefully he give us some good ideas. Okay. All right. Bye. I love you. Bye.